Do you ever catch yourself saying things like, I'm not enough, or I always mess up? These are just your thoughts, and this is not truth. And these are just patterns you have picked over time. So, this is the time to stop. In this video, I will give you simple yet powerful ways to stop doing negative self-talk and rewire your mind for confidence and love. It's very important to understand that why do we have negative self-talk? It comes from childhood experiences, then from comparison. We do compare ourselves with other people. We sometimes compare our first step with anybody else's seventh step. So that also creates that whole moment of having a negative self-talk. And also due to fear of failure, we do have negative self-talk. Okay, we start saying bad things to ourselves, and also from some external things, like from society, from negative circles, like from toxic environment, we fall into this pattern. But the question is, how do we get out of it? So I am going to tell you how can you stop having negative self-talk. First step, catch yourself and reframe. Like when you catch yourself saying something negative or bad to yourself, if you go like, I always make so much mistakes, oh my god, I don't know when I'm going to learn. Replace this sentence with, it's okay, I know it's okay, I made a mistake, but I am learning, I am improving. So by this way, when you find yourself saying something bad to yourself, reframe that sentence. Catch yourself, okay, this thing, am I, do I deserve saying this to myself? Do I deserve this? No, I don't. I deserve love, I deserve happiness. But your negative thoughts don't define you. So what you should do, you should reframe your sentence and then talk to you with a positive perspective. It's all about perspective. If something bad happens, there would be people, it's so easy to point out a situation from a negative perspective. But if you see someone, coming to a situation, like handling a situation, like it's okay, it happens, and but every problem has a solution. So it's okay, it can be handled, it can be sorted out. So it's all about perspective. People who have positive perspective, usually you can observe this. If you meet if you see optimistic people, they always come up to problems with a progressive mindset, with a mindset which wants to resolve the issue, not to just judge and tell people that you are guilty for this, or blaming people for their mistakes. It's okay to acknowledge your mistake, but we need to move on. We need to move forward. So you just can't keep yourself stuck in this pile of negative self-talk and just get saying to yourself that I can't do this, I'm not good enough, or I just keep messing up, I don't know, I hate myself. Is this going to take you anywhere? No, it's not. So what is going to actually take you further? Reframe your sentences. Reframe these things which you don't deserve to hear by yourself. Why would you do this to yourself? Why do you want to hate yourself? Hating yourself, you will go down. If you start loving yourself, you will rise above any level. Okay, so reframe these negative sentences into something positive, because what you say to yourself matters the most. It's okay. Sometimes, okay, I know if you have been into this whole, trap from a long time, then it's difficult to pull yourself out from this. So, when this, critic side rises up and says, you're not good enough or whatever, so name your inner critic. Treat your inner critic like a separate person. When voices like, I'm not good enough or I can't do this came up, you just need to understand, okay, I'm not this person, this is a separate person in me. Treat your inner critic like a separate voice and don't let it control you. Think like that these thoughts are actually not mine, because I'm not this person. I treat myself very nicely, so I can't say anything bad to myself. Third thing you can do is start practicing affirmations. Affirmations actually help us a lot in so much situations, actually, not only while we are having a negative self-talk. Affirmations actually help us rewire our mind, like reprogramming our brain. So when you go like, I'm not good enough, replace this with, I am worthy and I am learning. And when you go like, I can't do this, I can't just do this, I don't have the capability, change this with, I can do anything I want and I am capable. Because in most of the situations, the only limit in front of us is just our mind. And in such situations, like when you feel like this is going to be a tough situation and I can't handle this, you can handle this, but it's that it's your inner critic who's telling you that you can't handle this, bro, you are not enough, you're not good enough. So you know what, just give up. You're not good enough, you're not going to get through this. Just go in a corner and sit and cry. You're not good enough. That's not you. These are not facts, these are just your thoughts. You're capable. If you think that you're capable, you can do anything. Okay. Fourth and very, very important point. Surround yourself with positivity and stop consuming negativity. And in this, I mean by, stop watching bad content, stop hanging out with people who are toxic or with whom you don't feel like yourself and you have to pretend a lot of times so that you can match their vibration, but actually that is not your real self. So stop doing that. You know why I say a lot about cutting off toxic people? Because there are lots of people, there are lots of teenagers who believe in other people more than they believe in themselves. So if you are surrounding yourself with people who are actually, who saw something in you, who saw your potential before you discovered it, they put you down, they make you feel unworthy, so you are going to believe them because you haven't discovered your self-esteem yet, right? And you don't believe that you are worthy. So whatever they put in your mind, you're going to believe it. So if you feel that you have to pretend a lot around people you're hanging out with, or you feel like you have to prove yourself a lot of times that no, I'm worthy, you always, try to prove your worth to people, distance yourself from them. Surrounding yourself with positivity is going to help you a lot in lots of times. Other 2 points are basically, it goes with everything actually. Like when you feel demotivated or when you feel bad, it's not specifically about negative self-talk, but I am talking about stop having negative self-talk. So you can practice journaling. When you are demeaning yourself, write it down and let your thoughts out. Why do you feel like this? Why I am putting myself down? Why I'm making myself feel unworthy? Do I deserve it? No, I don't. So why I'm doing this? Are you influenced by somebody or by anything, by social media, by watching bad content? I don't know. But you know it, okay? You can figure it out. So you can start journaling, start practicing gratitude, be grateful towards your personality. I'm not talking about gratitude on basis of thank you for my house, thank you for my car. No. Thank universe for yourself. Thank God for your healthy mind and body. Thank God for whatever you like in yourself. There could be something that you like in yourself. There is. You need to discover it. Okay. So thank universe about for people who have a very jolly nature. Say, thank God I have a very nice personality. I have a jolly nature. I am a very optimistic person. Thank God for your personality first. Start accepting your true self first. It's very important. When you be your true self, life doesn't feel complicated. Okay. One thing more, it's a bestie advice. Treat yourself like a best friend. You treat your best friend you love that person and you can go above and beyond for that person. Treat yourself like your best friend. Make yourself like a person who you admire yourself the most, adore yourself the most. The conclusion is, negative thoughts don't define you. These are just your thoughts, and these are patterns that you have picked up over time due to such situations or people or whatever you have been through. But it takes practice, but you can rewire your mind and you can change your reality. You can change the way you look up to yourself. I used to think lowest for myself. I used to blame myself for every mistake I made, or I used to, demean myself or, talking bad about myself to myself. But I got through it, and you can too. And once you start talking positivity into your life, you will see you are going to become a very new person. You will feel this is the restart, and it is possible. And why you are going to love yourself, okay, after this. Listen, your mind believes what you tell it the most. Then why not start telling it something powerful, something empowering? Listen, it won't change overnight, but every time you stop a negative thought about yourself and you replace it with a positive one, you are rewiring your mindset. You're almost there. If this helped, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and write one thing in the comment section that you will start saying to yourself from today. And until next time, bye-bye.